Hello again. Off to Dawlish with Andy. Lovely. Got a couple of old photos of those steps that we keep going on about. We've got a class 37 coming through, hopefully, at about 11:30. Oh look, and over there, that's a new bit of the roof there, the glass bit, see? That's what they've been working on. Lovely. Crossover. Whee! Actually got quite a semi-busy week coming up, to be fair. Mostly off camera. Shouldn't affect my videos too much, but to a point I'll have to be wary of times, etc. For example, today I've got to get mum to an appointment at the doctor's later on this afternoon, so I've got to get back for that. Tomorrow I'm basically free. Wednesday though, that's I've got my chiropractic appointment, one of my 4 monthly ones, 3 times a year, so I've got to get over for that and get ready. And also then on Thursday I've got babysitting duties over in King Stainton in the afternoon, right through into the evening. So there we go. Bit of a busy week for me off camera, but all good. Anyway, let's get over to Dawlish, meet up with Andy. Hello. And as if by magic, my train arrives. Oh, it's only a little tiny tacker. Never mind, all good. We will survive. We will survive. Noisy train. Well, as you can tell, I've arrived. I met up with Andy. The train was absolutely rammed on the way over. Couldn't even stand where I normally stand at the window to film. So there we go. All good though. And we're going to get mic'd up and start our wander. And the first thing I notice, Tuck's plot, the fountain is active. Lovely. I haven't seen that for a while. And talking of things I haven't seen for a while, Andy saw something this morning.
Yes, I saw the sleeper this morning and it came through as Pendennis Castle. Now Pendennis Castle is the one that's in the Brunswick Green, and it was nice to see that early in the morning. Well, some fools get up at that time to walk their dog, so I suppose there's got to be a little bit of a bonus.
Run VT! Right, so remember that boring thing I showed you that Andy sent in the pictures of? That's what they were doing there. And Andy thinks that it might have been to do with turning on the fountain.
To do with this, because it's just started up on the same week that this was here, and this has disappeared now when we're running perfectly.
Yes.
But it's nice to see the early fountain going.
Sure is. Right, now if you remember right at the start of the video I said about class 37 coming past. Unfortunately that's been cancelled. Boo! However, something else might be coming through. We don't know yet. So that's in about 7 or 8 minutes time. So we're walking up here next to the tracks to see if we can see what it is. And of course there's Spooky House. And here we are again, back on the subject of the steps. We've left the Spooky House behind us for a while, and we're back to these steps under the tracks.
Under the tracks, yeah.
Here's the latest photo that Andy's come across.
Yeah, I found this morning, and it really does clearly show the steps as they were. And the gentleman posing, I think he's posed on quite a few of these photographs, so he must have stood there for quite a while to get the exposure right.
Lovely. And we've got another one of those on the other side of the tracks in a moment. No sign of this train as yet. Not quite the special train we were hoping for.
No, it's if it's not stopping at Dawlish, which it doesn't look like it is, it's creeping through. I don't know if that's putting brakes on or not, but how I've read it, it looks like it's a stop move between Lara and Exeter.
Yeah, well that would have been the class 37, but it changed into a different type. Got the HST in the station, so hopefully we'll get to the bridge and get a proper shot of it going past. There he is, leaving the station. The Welshman, Cardiff Castle. And Berkeley Castle. Here we go, back down here now. Tux plot. Go see if we can see some cygnets. Have a little wander up. Glad that not too much came of that, and it does appear they were possibly just turning on the fountain.
Yes.
Which is brilliant.
And we'll see what comes. Well, we're literally only a couple of weeks away from what they call the D-Day of the golf going, so we'll see what happens. That girl is having a shower.
It's not there for your benefit, mate.
No, mate.
Right, quick bit of information behind the scenes here. You're getting the scoop. What happened was, I checked a bit of footage, and the bit I recorded for that second picture didn't come out. So I'm not walking all the way back up there again, but I want you to imagine I'm on the opposite side to where I showed you those steps earlier on, looking back towards Lee Mount, etc. And here's the picture again.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. Well, it's the opposite side to what we showed you with the tunnel. And again, two people have stood there. No doubt they were stood there for a long time, because I think those people again have been in a lot of Dawlish photographs and Teignmouth photographs as well. And
yes, there's steps going down and there's steps going underneath.
Underneath, yeah.
Lovely. Right, there we go. And while we talk about photos that we hadn't seen, or didn't use, or got messed up, got something from Craig. I found these last night. I'm pretty sure I haven't done them. It looks like I missed them out for some reason. Anyway, some pictures of his kids when they were in the golf course over there. There we go. Smashing. Well, thanks very much, Craig. Sorry it's taken a little while for me to get around to it, but I get a lot of stuff sent in. Some things do get overlooked, and lovely. Now over there, this is in front of that van, you see from the ground, that is where the shelter has been for all my lifetime, and Andy's too.
Yeah, all mine, all my lifetime.
And it moved a long, long way to here. There he is. So just a short move, but still in one piece.
Yes, it's all still in one piece, isn't it? And look at that, it's nicely planted into the ground now. Yeah. I should imagine when they're finished, it will go back to where it belongs. It looks like they're tidying it up as well,
yeah,
because they put some filler on it and stuff. So it might be just a job for a local team to do.
Superb. And also pleased to report some work has started on getting all the islands
Yes,
out of the
getting the
sea.
islands out. And what they've done, they've just put the first thing, you can see here, this is a measure to stop people actually walking out onto the island. And it's under experiment this week. They may take it a little bit further. But yeah, obviously it's a lot better to see it like that.
At least some work has started.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can catch that. Little tiny fish.
Now they're trout. And basically this is the reason why they can't dredge the brook at the moment, because we have these in here. And this is the school of small trout that we've got going up and down, and probably a few more areas. But I think when they've grown up a little bit, this is the intention, to get them out and then do the dredging.
There we go. That's why they can't do too much. Little fishies.
Little fishes.
Smashing. There we go, we've got a bit of swanage up here.
Yes.
What are those ones over there in the distance?
They're the youngsters over there.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
They're now full size now, and this is Bert and Kimber with them at the bottom. Hardly this morning, they were on their own.
Try and feed them a little bit.
My expertise works in thing. I've got to get them a bit closer.
There we go, a little bit of interest. Mostly from the ducks.
They ain't interested today, they've been fed over there, I expect.
And the work continues on the dig. But on to more pleasant things. Now, this bridge across the river is one of many bridges.
Yes.
But it's got something a little bit special about it.
It has.
Which Andy's about to share with you.
Well, this is not the original one, but the original one, it was built, and it was built to commemorate the celebration, or the first anniversary of the Battle of Waterloo. So it's always been called Waterloo Bridge. Now, on the opposite side of the road from the bridge, the first house that you look at will have Waterloo House on it.
Waterloo House.
Waterloo House.
And that's the Waterloo Bridge. That one there. Lovely. And look, if you can make them out through the fence, which it doesn't want to focus through.
The coal ducks.
Coal ducks.
Yeah, the sinister coal ducks.
Yeah.
They were put on ponds in Holland to attract migrating birds to the pond. And the reason why they're called call ducks is because they have a massive sound. They have a massive call. And if you've ever seen any of these things, shooters in Canada or anywhere like that, they put a thing in their mouth called a duck call. Well, the duck call is based on their call.
And there's just 3 today. Just 3 of them in there, keeping warm. Guess the others have gone out on the brook. Now, I always say that if I don't film Gay's Creamery, people say, why didn't you film it? And if I do film it, people say, don't film it again. It makes me hungry. So I'm going to really double down now.
Yes.
And film in the window.
And make you feel
extra
hungry.
Now, look at it all. Apple pies, cherry pie, shortbreads, carrot cake, lemon sponge, chocolate cake, vanilla sponge, bread pudding, fruit cake, Bakewell tart,
Bakewell tart.
cheese and tomato pizza. There's the pasties, lovely pasty section. And the baked goods.
Beef and Stilton.
Lovely. That was the window of Gay's. Hope I made you too hungry. So many seagulls invaded that shop, they've squashed themselves over against the window.
And they've got chips in their mouths.
Yep, chips. Oh, there we go. Head back down now towards the station. Final shot of the fountain as we walk back down now. I think we've covered pretty much everything wanted to do.
And there's one of my
Cygnets and
walks that I did
photos.
with Bill last year, which explains about the fountain and the coming of the fountain and the name, the reason for the name. It's called the Early Fountain. And anybody that goes around to the cove The wall there is called Early Wall.
And that was Thomas Early, turns out. Not early as in
Early in the morning.
but Thomas Early.
And Early was in competition with a lot of the local business people at the time when these prominent things were built.
And it's about 12:22, but this isn't the actual 12:22 train. This is the 12:08, which is running late, but it's going to get me back to Teignmouth. So all good. And there we go. That was indeed Dawlish on this fine morning. That's just the things locking, as Andy says. It's on borrowed time now, that golf course.
Good afternoon everyone, official call for this service in around 5 minutes. We'll be at Teignmouth. Only the front 7 coaches will be platforms and passengers currently travelling in coaches K and L at the very rear of the train. You do need to move forward to at least coach J to leave. Also at Teignmouth,
and there we go, spray point by Rufus Land. Hey buddy, see you soon. And there he goes, on his way to Paynton. Whee! Just noticed new guttering running along the top there. That's where it all leaks down normally when it's raining. So we've got all new guttering. Lovely. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed a little wander around Dawlish. Nice to see it again. Smashing. And off up now to get Mum to her appointment. Hopefully Sheldon tomorrow if all goes to plan. That'd be nice. Lovely. Anyway, see you then. Take care. Bye.